Hey everyone, it's Desiree, and I am here with day 15. Now, this one's going to focus on some adult humor. Now, there's no curse words or bad images here, as you can simply see, but there is some drinking involved. Not by me. But the stamp sets that I'm going to be using are by My Favorite Things. And the first one that I'm showing there on the right is called Martini Time. And who doesn't love a good martini? I'm just saying. So this is not a holiday stamp, although it's spiriting. And then I'm using the Sassy Pants Holiday 2 stamp set. So just to take this, and I am in love with these sentiments. The one that I'm going to be using for today's card says, the fact that you are holding this card in your hand is a Christmas miracle. I love that sentiment. All right, I gotta hold it together. There's always one video where I can't stop laughing. Okay, I just thought it was cool, and I know someone who will appreciate it as well. So, this card kind of went all over the place. First, I forgot to hit record as I started. So, I stamped the shaker, and I stamped the one martini. Now, you can see, and I promise you I was not drinking through this video when I did this. But you can see I'm masking when it comes to this. And the one up on top looks great because it looks like it's being balanced on the gray martini glass that says martini. I'm using my sponge daubers, my finger sponge daubers, to apply my ink because I don't want necessarily a solid image. I want some shading going on here, so I am using my sponge daubers so that it's darker on the bottom and lighter on the top. I've chosen the gray for the martini glass. I've chosen greens for the apple teeny. And I've chosen reds for the chocolatini. But I'm thinking of a red velvet cake. That's what we're going to go with. I'm just saying. So I'm going to create some masks. Now, I didn't think this card all the way through. But you know what? It's okay. We keep going. Because the apple teeny is kind of floating in the air. Which is fine. Where the chocolatini is actually leaning on the martini glass. So, again, I'll worry about perspective, but not completely. I really didn't notice that until after the card was done. But just, you know, sometimes people, we point those things out, and I'm good with that. So I'm like, haha, I'm pointing it out first. I did see it. But again, I was okay with it. When it comes to the card size, now this is not a typical card size. So this actually measures 3.5 wide by 5.5 tall. So it's like a somewhat slimline. Now this will fit into a regular standard A2 size envelope nicely, even if you have a lot of dimension going on. So it's just a little bit different of a size card, which is kind of cool. You know, again, all of our cards, they do not have to be the standard A2 size or 5x7s or 6x6s or, you know, the normal size. We can make cards that are not the normal size. You can see I'm cutting out my masks gingerly because what I want to do is I need to have a mask for each one because I'm going to ink blend my background. And again, just to create a background. It's nothing special. There is no scene building going on here. This is just, I need to fill in the back because I thought it needed something. Also, it needed something because I pushed everything over to the left. I swear, there was no wine or tequila involved while making this film. But I did have a lot of fun. Again, what I'm showing you here, besides, you know, awesome entertainment, is that you can take regular stamps, something that's not holiday driven. It doesn't have to be a holiday scene, or Christmas, or any of those images. It can be an image that you already have. And by simply adding a Christmas toned or a holiday toned sentiment, it's all you need. So again, I understand, liquor's part of the holiday, celebration, for some, not everyone, for some. But again, you can just use those images and add the sentiments. I am very much a fan of some refer to them as sassy. I refer to them as full-blown sarcasm, sentiments for Christmas. They kind of fit who I am. My sense of humor is extremely dry. I am very sarcastic. I keep it calm, especially at work. So you can see I used my oxides. So I'm going to lift off and again, nothing special with the blending. I just wanted to put a base. So I used 2 shades of brown, Frayed Burlap, and Gathered Twigs, and shades of blue. So I used, I think I used Tumbled Glass. Yes, Tumbled Glass and Peacock Feathers. I'm now going to come in with my colored pencils. So just one colored pencil. So I'm using my indigo for the shaker canister. I'm going to use my black for the Martini. I'm going to use a green for the Appletini, and I'm going to use a red for the Chocotini. And I know I'm saying that different. It's just, I don't want to say Choco Tini. I'm going to say Chaca. It just goes right through it. Just to give an outline. So it's almost like when we stamp our images, we have that black or whatever color we use outline. I wanted these to have an outline as well, especially with the blended background that I created there. So I'm coming in on the sides, creating shading so that it looks round. I'm also on the glasses, I'm coming up from the bottom, and then I'm outlining, and then I'm coming up into the words just a little bit. Again, just to add that little bit more depth to the images as well. I've done this before where I add my colored pencils if I'm using my alcohol markers, if I've watercolored, or in this case, if I've used my dye inks. Your colored pencils will go over those mediums to add your shading. So if you're not comfortable using the finger daubers with the ink, or not, comfortable using your watercolors or your alcohol markers to get your blends, but you do enjoy using them, you can use a colored pencil to add your shading. And the best part of it is, if you're using your colored pencils for that, you do not need to fall into I must have every color syndrome. Having a 12 or a 24. This here is a 36 pack, and you're going to have all the colors that you need. So as I was making this card, when I saw the glasses, they look great the way they are. With the letters, they stand out, they're white, they stick out beautifully, but they were just missing something for me. So I dug in and I pulled out, excuse me, a couple stickles, a liquid pearl. Yes, and that's what I used. So I'm actually using the stickles and these liquid pearls. You could use your Nuvo drops. I like the stickles because it has a really fine point to it when it comes out. So I was able to just follow the letters, and if you go slow, you'll stay in the letters. When it came to some of them, I did not. But I just think it looks really cool. Just to fill in those letters. So I've got some shimmer and I've got some shine going on. And these all flatten out. So they kind of level themselves out. I'm just going to separate between the T and the I there so it doesn't look like another letter. And I'm just doing that for each of these letters. So it just added just a little bit. I really took my time I mean, this is sped up and you can see how slow I was going, just to see how long it was taking me to fill these in. But I thought just matching up the colors just helped them to stand out just a little bit more when it came to that. Now, you could use your colored pencils yourselves or by themselves to color in those areas and to make those letters stand out even more. So even though it's a solid image and it's just imprinted, there's so much you can do to it when it comes to that image, just by using different mediums to color in. For the shaker canister, I'm actually going to use a gold against that blue just to make that stand out just a little bit more itself. And plus, I didn't want to use, I mean, you could use a blue, but I didn't have one. Could have used the silver, you know, stickles as well. But I thought the gold just accented everything because I had silver in the Martini glass. So again, an image not with a Christmas bow, not with a candy cane, not with Santa or its reindeer or presents. It can easily be turned into a holiday card. Again, I love the sentiments, and all the sentiments when it comes to the My Favorite Things Sassy Pants just has different sentiments. I love the one, this card is also your present. Sorry your birthday is so close to the holidays, but I'm not buying 2 presents. They just crack me up. And of course, the one that fits me the best is the nice list is overrated. You know, just saying. They make it fun for me. And I know Hero Arts has some. Of course, My Favorite Things, I think they have like 2 or 3. And I know even scrapbook.com has some great ones as well. The ones that are the best, those are the ones with the snarky cats. Yeah. I just love snarky sentiments, and to just have them come out for sentiments would be great. Okay, so we are layering our card. I've placed this panel directly onto 2 other mats, one in a dark red and one in a lighter red. I thought against the blue really popped that off. No dies, I just used my paper trimmer to cut them. Now again, you can see that that's off to the left. I've taken some foam squares underneath my stamped sentiment, and I've stamped that in a navy blue. It's called In the Navy by Desiree K. And I'm going to set that on the side. I thought it was appropriate with the alcohol, the holiday spirits to the left. Why not put our sentiment on an angle off to the side so that they would have to turn it? So I do hope you enjoyed day 15. Yes, this is day 15. I'm actually off a day. There was something that was supposed to go on the 14th, but really having problems with the video, so I have to do it all over again. So not a big deal. We're just pushing things up. But I do hope you enjoy this. I do hope you're enjoying the series. And as always, as long as the products are still available that I'm using, I will have them listed down below in the video description if you want to check them out. Any questions that you have, I will make sure I will provide you with an answer as soon as I can. I'm slowly getting through them and getting caught up. Continue to smile, laugh every day. I hope this video gave you some laughs. They do me every time I do them. But continue to enjoy, continue to stay safe and healthy. We will continue to get through this journey together. But remember what's most important. Always be creative. Till next time, guys. Take care.